there's rumors have floated around about BDE being X, Y, and Z, and it's not
What-
because we've had rumblings or runnings.
What's the X, Y, and Z? Tell me what.
Like difficult to work with, wouldn't want to I'll shoot, didn't want to drop the belts, they were vocal about not wanting to work with particular people. And we obviously mentioned it to the companies at the time when we said, well, unless you heard it from us, then it's obviously not true. Like we don't subscribe to these politics. None of us talk about how the businesses should run and etc. We literally show up and just have fun. And logic would follow and assume that just because that we're having fun, maybe some people don't like that. But we don't partake in the politics. But the politics seemingly finds its way around us, and we've looked at it now and just gone, well, it's starting to not become fun anymore. And if I am sacrificing, and I look at it as a pure economics, I am giving up my Saturday, and I charge $350 an hour. If I'm not getting paid that, I'm doing it now out of my time for you as a hobby. All right. Otherwise, pay me for that, right? That's what I do Monday to Friday, right? And if you are not doing that for me, or at least respecting the fact that I'm doing this for fun, then you're not respecting me, right? And then you don't deserve what we have to offer, right? It's as simple as that. It's economics, right? So and that's why we look at it and we go, well, we can value our fun as almost priceless. So if you take that away from us, then you better be paying me $350 an hour, right, to give you a product and a service, because it's a business at the end of the day. And you should treat it like a business at the end of the day, right? And you wouldn't treat, disrespect for, unless you were paying your employees to do that, because we are giving and sacrificing our time for you, right? And that's what it is. We don't subscribe to the politics, but at particular points in time when it doesn't become fun anymore, that's when we kind of look at it and we go, well, maybe it's time to step back a little bit. We're having fun with Mayhem, we're having fun with PCW, we had a ton of fun with MCW, but we're now really happy to kind of just say, look, at this point in time, if those were the companies that reached out to us and wanted to work with us, we're happy to do that. If no one else reached out, then we'd probably be happy to kind of quietly sail off into the sunset.
So, Rickie, do you share that same view, the exact same view, or is yours a little bit different? Or
yeah, I think to Dave's point, the whole we do have shoot jobs Monday to Friday. We're pretty busy, and we touched on it before. It just comes down to, I think, some people, wrestling's their entire life, right? And for us at the end of the day, and I'm happy to cop heat for this, because I know I've heard so many people talk about it. They live, die, breathe wrestling, and this is all they want to do, and that's fine. And I have a lot of respect for people who want to do that, and people that I see are doing fantastic things day in, day out. Just off the top of my head, like the Pariah, those boys I see Monday to Friday posting in the gym, working out. Guys like, at the moment, Matt Hayter over in America is absolutely putting in work. You see the work that like guys like Edward Dusk are doing in all their promos. Tom Crow's just come back from a massive injury, and his shoot job, he works, pretty dangerous shoot jobs, just come back in the ring lately. There's guys out there who are just absolutely busting their gut Monday to Friday and like live, breathe professional wrestling. But then there's also people who, to the other extent, live, breathe professional wrestling, but have this unhealthy obsession and unhealthy relationship with wrestling that it just clouds their vision. And, when things start to go bad, it's all they see, and it's all they deal with on a day in, day out basis. And it makes things bad for everyone. And for Dave and I think we're just happy at the moment to keep kind of an arm's length and just see things unfold. And we're having fun where we're having fun. We're enjoying PCW at the moment. We've got Wrestle Rock next week. We've got Go Announce this weekend. We're debuting at Renegades. I'm fucking excited to do that. These are the things that keep wrestling interesting and fun for me.
Yeah, and like, to make it as simple as possible, if you thought that I was disrespecting you with what I said before about how we're not having fun, or if fun is being taken away from us, therefore we hate this business, then you weren't listening to me.
No.
We love this business. That is why we are so forthcoming with giving up our entire Saturdays, despite how much that we do throughout the week. And we still think about it, but we give up our entire Saturdays because we want to. But if you're the one that is taking that energy away from us because of the fact that what Rickie had said, maybe it's a little bit too serious for you for whatever reason, you can't see the pragmatic value or pragmatic perspective of what this actually all is, then we're happy to walk away.
So yeah, for Dave and I, right, like I said, we get our shoot jobs Monday to Friday. We have friends outside of the wrestling world. Yeah, I have family. I got a mortgage that I'm dealing with. We have so many things in our life that I fucking love golf. I want to play golf on my Saturdays. Like I can't do that sometimes because of wrestling. And if I sit there and have to give up a booking or something because it's not the right thing for me, then so be it. And I don't ever want anything that we're saying to come across like we don't love professional wrestling, because we fucking absolutely love professional wrestling. That's why we're here. If I show you the rest of my room here, it's littered with figurines and it's taken over my life. My poor girlfriend has to sit down every week and watch Monday Night Raw for 3 hours with me because that's what I fucking do. I think our fourth or fifth date, she sat down and watched WrestleMania with me. I fucking love this.
That's fucking love right there, bro. That's love.
Right. She's a lovely girl, but I don't ever want to sit here and denigrate people who absolutely dedicate their entire life to professional wrestling, but do it in the right way and have a completely healthy perspective and understanding of what professional wrestling is, and the right ways to go about it. It's just, we say it all the time. There's a few bad apples that spoil the fucking batch.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Some people don't have a disconnect from it, and like maybe their shoot job career isn't where other people's is, and this is all that they've got. And like to a certain extent, bro, like the last couple months, I've been the same way when it comes to wrestling, where it's like, oh fuck, like I gotta go do this show or go do something. You know what I mean? Like I've got 3 kids. It's like I see where you guys are coming from, and like because you see the bullshit that does make them.
As they said, you need to have fun with it. That's the main thing. If you're not having fun, don't fucking do it, because everybody does it out. You need to have fun.
There's also this perspective of if you're doing all these other things in your life and you have that disconnect from professional wrestling, that when you step into it on a Saturday and it's fun, it's the best thing in the fucking world. Yeah. And having that perspective and having that disconnect makes it so much better. That sometimes if you're just enveloped by it and it's just all you're thinking about day in, day out, you're too close. What's the phrase? Too close to the trees to see the forest. Did I fuck that up? Yeah. That's the reality for some people.
You need that disconnect. You need to have that your lives, and you need to do your own thing. And because if you're thinking about 24/7, it's not. I personally never did that. I don't think it's that healthy. You know what I mean? So when it actually comes to the show, it's showtime, it's fun time, it's good time. But apart from once I do it, I'll speak to the boys every now and then, but it's complete disconnect from it. You know what I mean?
I said it on the last time I was here, and like it's a prudent point that we bring up all the time. Monday to Friday, I don't think about professional wrestling. I don't think about what's going to happen on Saturday. I don't care. It doesn't make up a single second of my time Monday to Friday. For most people, it does, and I respect that. But for me, it doesn't. I have that disconnect. I'm doing other things, right? But as soon as Saturday comes around, it gets 100% of my attention, and that's because of the respect and the time that I've been able to give to it, right? But by having that disconnect, I'm able to recharge. And I think you can look at this disconnect, and I think this is how it should be perceived. If you aren't doing something with your Monday to Friday, for whatever reason that may be, and the things that you're doing are, let's say, you're thinking about wrestling on the weekend and etc. You can just shift that mindset a little bit and go, great. If I'm thinking about the weekend on Saturday and what I'm going to do, how about like go to the gym and just rather than think about this as progressing myself to becoming a better professional wrestler, do it as I'm just going to the gym so that I can be a better me, right? And then don't think about wrestling. And then when Saturday comes around, fantastic. The work you've done throughout the week is going to transpire. You haven't have to think about wrestling on the weekend or throughout the week. How you can create your own disconnects. It's not hard. Right, exactly. Rickie and I are just really fortunate that Monday to Friday we haven't actually got time.